Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about One Piece's new chapter, which is 1081. This chapter right here was actually pretty crazy. Oh my gosh, looking forward to the next one. Although I don't know if it may show up or not, considering that I think sooner or later Golden Week was supposed to start next week. We'll have to find out, you know? So by all means, let's go. We have to it that Garp shows up, causes a lot of damage, and is thinking in his mind that he lost his touch, you know? All the pirates like, are you serious? You're saying that wasn't enough, you know? And we have to it, they reunite with Kobe and Hibari, but sadly though, they get interrupted while Hibari gets frozen, you know? And we have to it that Garp and the others ends up having to face Kuzan, you know? Which is really sad and pitiful. And we get to know a little backstory about Kuzan himself after his fight with Akainu and so forth, you know, and leaving the Navy. We have to it, Kuzan decides to go to a place where he can have a drink, and he ends up freezing a couple pirates and all that who dare to interrupt him or try to pick a fight with him, you know, etc. And we have to it that things get a little crazy and worse right now. Well, not too worse, but Aokiji and Blackbeard do have a little small talk with each other and have some fun. However, things are not looking so great right now after they talk about the four red poneglyphs, you know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that, Blackbeard talks about there's a man marked by flames actually has one whatsoever, you know. But we also see to it that one of them actually says that says about a man that was found on a pitch black ship actually ends up anyone who sails near that black pitch ship whatsoever, which is that man in flames that's on the ship right now, is actually gets swallowed up by whirlpools whatsoever, you know. We don't really know. But one thing's for certain is that Kuzan does not want to talk about the poneglyphs because it has nothing but bad memories for him, you know, etc. And we have to it that Aokiji freezes everyone up pretty badly and knows that you guys are trying to eat him up or kill him, you know, etc. Hunting devil fruits. But Blackbeard somehow convinces Kuzan to join him, you know, telling him that he's free now and that we pirates are actually something else, you know, etc. And we have to it eventually Kuzan ends up then we go back to present time after, you know, looking into how Blackbeard convinces Kuzan to join up with them because pirates achieve their own agendas whatsoever, you know. And we have to it that Garp therefore tells Aokiji hey, Kuzan, listen to me. Unfreeze Hibari and let us take Kobe, and you get your butt back in that uniform. How's that sound? And we have to it, Aokiji says no, and he ends up freezing him up, but that doesn't stop Garp at all, and he easily breaks out. We have to it, Garp ends up grabbing Kuzan and slams him down and tells him, let me teach you something. Live in the now, and let me also tell you something. Only weaklings lose their way. And he ends up using Blue Hell on Aokiji and slams him down to the ground where Aokiji falls into a hole. Now, this next part is going to be simple as is. Blackbeard against Law. Obviously from the get-go, and it's going to be very debatable and very much big arguments here and there. I'm just going to speak the truth and say like this here and there. Law lost. It wasn't too surprising, honestly, and it's sad and pitiful, but it's to be expected, honestly, okay? Let us be honest. I don't know how strong Law's crew is, but the crew always has been dependable on their captain to do all the heavy lifting, you know? While they have their own skills and their own aspects of fighting, you know, it's not enough to possibly take on a Yonko crew who has a lot of devil fruit powers, not to mention who has more experience in fighting whatsoever. Whatever the case may be, all I can really tell you is that Law's crew lost, and that Blackbeard threatens Law about him selling his devil fruit or ask him to make him immortal, but we have to it, Beppo ends up using one last trump card that was given to him by Chopper, and ends up entering his Sulong form and pushes Blackbeard pirates and the others away and swims to the sea and runs away, or swims away to go after the crew members whatsoever, you know. However, Law tells Beppo to go back. We have to finish the fight, but Beppo says no, we cannot do that. We can't abandon our crew. I understand why you're doing this, but none of us are gonna die here. We can't let it be the end, so please don't die on me, you know? And Beppo swims deep into the sea, trying to possibly go rescue his crew whatsoever, you know? Etc. Now, a lot of people is gonna have big debates about this, about like how Law ends up easily losing to Blackbeard is really stupid and all. We have to understand, okay? Back when Law and Kid fought Big Mom, and obviously from plot convenience or plot armor, however you want to call it, they won. But it's because of awakening devil fruits whatsoever, and because Kid actually knows how to use this devil fruit, etc. carefully. Same goes with Law. They end up having the advantage over Big Mom, and it's because the environment that they are in is what allowed them to be victorious, you know? So it could be very debatable, you know? It's like, okay, that's really big BS, you know, etc. How did Law lose to Blackbeard that easily? We have to understand that they had an alliance to fight against a Yonko, you know? And let's be honest, when it came to two Yonko, it looks like it was almost inevitable and ridiculous that how it's supposed to work. But you know how Luffy is when it comes to hockey and all that. He specializes in that combat, which allows him to have a big victory against Kaido. But you know, there were some freaking stupid instances, you know, how Luffy lost against Kaido multiple times already, you know, etc. First time, you know, yada yada yada. You get the idea. But if it was really one-on-one, like with no interruptions, just one-on-one, it would have been game over for Luffy, you know. But you know, yeah, okay. And overall, I can understand why a lot of people are not liking this at all, how Blackbeard defeated Law and it's off screen and it's really pathetic. Understandable, very much understandable. But like I said, and repeating myself, Law was at a big disadvantage along with his crew to begin with, you know. Repeating myself over and over again. They never stood a chance anyway, especially when Blackbeard has two devil fruits in his hand, a Yami Yami no Mi, and Gura Gura no Mi. That is pretty much overkill, enough for Law to like shake down his boots, but I'm pretty sure Blackbeard must be the weakest of the Yonko, considering that he never had like much experience of ruling the sea to begin with, but I'm pretty sure the four emperors will not want to mess with him either. You get the idea. Anyways, that aside, like I said, only reason why Kid and Law won is because of plot convenience, and also because they had an environment that allowed them to win in the first place, you know? I mean, Big Mom was on a freaking floating island of Onigashima, and, you know, Kaido, man. I mean, that guy's pretty crazy. I mean, we all know how strong he is, considering that we all know why he's called the strongest creature, but due to, like, you know, plot convenience and plot armor, however you want to put it and however you want to say it anyway, Luffy won because, you know, his devil fruit awakened, he knows how to use his hockey well, etc., you know, yada yada yada, and so forth. Yeah, I understand, and I know I must be annoying and all that. It's debatable, and it's very annoying that Law and Kid lost, but let's be honest, Shanks is no joke. He is the youngest of the Yonko, if anything else, or maybe at least one of the few youngest of the Yonko. That goes with Blackbeard too, if I remember correctly, etc. And same, and so forth. Kaido wasn't that old. Big Mom was very old, but you know, like I said, plot convenience and plot armor, however you want to call it anyway. Awakenings and all that, it's like BS, but you know, yeah. But let's be honest, and I know I'm repeating myself and must be annoying and cringy right now. Law would never have stood a chance, and honestly, if Blackbeard wanted to, he could have ended the fight really quickly, but because he likes to mess around and all that, yeah. But only because Law had no help and because his crew wasn't really in good tip-top, good fighting shape to begin with, you know. Let's be honest with that, because I don't know how strong the Law's crew is, but the captain is pretty much the one who carries his crew and all that. We all know that. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Debatable and understanding why a lot of people hate the idea how Law lost to Blackbeard, but it was to be expected, okay? When you're facing a Yonko, you either are super strong in hockey, or you know how to fight, or you know the person how they fight and so forth, or you have an alliance to fight against the Yonko. It's pretty much obvious from the get-go. It just shows how strong, why they are strong to begin with. Especially Shanks, man. He is a hockey master enough to, like, defeat Kid and Killer in one blow. Even though they took heavy hits from Big Mom herself, that doesn't... She always been a devil fruit user to begin with and never we never saw an awakening from her to begin with. What we don't know. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.